Hello. Right, well, I'm doing this video, and I probably won't finish uploading till tomorrow. But I'm doing this video on living in the moment and why it's very important. So, living in the moment, I would say, is one of the. Okay, that's the cam anyway. Um, Living in the moment is one of the more important things to really kind of keeping yourself positive. Um, if you live in the moment, at least for moments at a time. You don't want to spend your entire life living in the moment. You don't want to spend your entire life, just looking for that rush, looking for that one moment where you just forget everything, nothing about the future. You need to think about the future. It's a matter of balance. So if you spend all your time thinking, worrying about the future, really you don't ever relax. You don't ever let yourself enjoy life. Eventually you don't enjoy life at all. But if you spend all your time living in the moment, well, then you really don't set yourself up for a future. You really don't go anywhere. You really don't do anything. So you'll limit yourself that way. Well, if you can find a balance where you think about the future, but you can learn to live in the moment, live the experience, living in everything that's around you, then truly you begin to enjoy life. So this is what some people, two people I know will be watching this. This should be helpful for them, I hope. But you just relax. When something starts to stress you out, just take a deep breath, relax, just let it pass. If you don't have anything around you that you should be worried about right then and there, that's just the thought process going in your head. Just take a deep breath and just relax and enjoy everything around you. Everything, from just the sights, the smells. Like, here's an example. Like, I could sit down and I could just kind of marvel everything that's around me. For example, in the background, you see that? It's kind of an interesting little pattern thing. It's just living in the moment, right? It's cool looking. You can kind of admire the patterns, look at the patterns over there. You can look around and say, oh, this is interesting. Old rocking chair, everything. Just the colors and everything around you. Just relax and let whatever happens happen for that moment. Don't think about the future. I've got to think about the future, and there's a lot of things I could think about. I could spend all my time thinking about that. Do you know how stressed out I'd be? Yeah, I'd give myself a tumor right now just because I'd be stressed out over all thinking the future that I could spend. But you know what? I spend a little bit of time thinking about it every day, figuring out where I should go. I spend a good part of it also just living a moment, living experience. Like, I enjoy the experience of talking with people, and that's just something I enjoy. I talk with my grandmother on spiritual matters. I take the moment that I had. Yes, it kind of sucked. I had to go to Bible study. Yeah, me at Bible study. Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Because I didn't focus on, oh yes, I gotta put up with this later. Gotta put up with this every single time. No, I went, you know what? No one's online. Might as well just join in. Joined in. Kind of lived the moment there because I listened to what they were saying, and then I chimed in. I took a completely different point of view than what a lot of them had. It's kind of nice to actually just, I say something, I just stop. And there were a few times where I'd say something, and I'd stop. They'd stop, and they'd think about it for a little bit. I didn't think about it that way before, Like, here's one example. They're doing some of the stuff that Jesus said, Okay, pretty typical, right? But one of them was, you can't follow me everywhere, for a fox has a hole to sleep in after the hunt, or something like that. And a bird that flies has a nest to go to at night. I have no home. And people, they were kind of wondering, okay, what did he mean by this? What were the interpretations of this? They're kind of sitting there scratching their heads over it, thinking about, they said something, I let them say a little bit of stuff, kind of not really in at the way he was saying it, kind of like, oh, this is a hard one. That's all I pretty much got out of it, and I went, no, simple. What he's meaning by it is simple. Very, very simple. I didn't say it that way, but I said what he's meaning is, how do I say it? That a fox has a home to return to. A bird has got a nest to return to. It's got a home to return to. If you were to follow what he's saying is, if you were to follow me, you can't, because I do not stop. I do not go to a home. I do not rest. I simply continue on and do my work. And you cannot follow me for where I go with my work, because there is no place that I stop. There's no place I really stop for the night, And that kind of got him thinking. And that's, okay, off topic. Anyway, the point being is, I was living in the moment there. I was taking advantage of what it was around me, instead of worrying about what if these Christian people suddenly snap and decide, hey, we don't want to deal with this kid, and just chime me and make him think and enjoy myself, instead of thinking about, oh yes, I'm at Bible study, this kind of sucks, where I actually kind of enjoy myself, made best of a situation. And that's living in the moment. That's crucial for what you have to do. But you also think about your future. Like, I mean, honestly, if I lived entirely in the moment, I'd go, crack sounds fun. LSD sounds fun, I haven't experienced that yet. Hell yeah, let's try it. Honestly, I've got a future to think about. Those things can mess it up. So that's why I don't do it, Maybe if I was like 65 and I was like, my life expectancy is within 5 years, I might consider it, because really all you got left is moments. And then, some of those. Here's the thing also with living in the moment, is there's a survey that says that older people are happier than younger people. You have to think about, why is that? They're about ready to die. All their loved ones that they know are really dead or passed on, and really can't do much. You have to wonder, why are they happier? The answer's simple. They're living in the moment. They're like, I die tomorrow, so be it. That's the way it is. That's the way my life is. That's the way it is meant to be. And if I die tomorrow, so what? I enjoyed myself. I lived a long life. I did all that. And then you've got some older people that are really unhappy, because they don't live in the moment. They worry about everything. My great-grandmother is a prime example of this. She worries about all these different things, and worries about us, the kids, what we're going to have to deal with. Really, her time's done. Unfortunately, I don't mean it that way, but, she's older. She should be enjoying herself. And that is, and she's depressed because of it. Living in the moment and learning to do so will make your life a lot better. Even when I get mad and I'm in moments of purely just being angry and wanting to take someone down, just relax and let it all pass. That's living in the moment right there. Meditation is another example of, you're living in the moment. When if you're connecting with everything around you, that's living entirely in the moment right there. It's purely joy. Why do you think we go on roller coasters? Living in the moment. Why do you think we jump off cliffs or out of planes? In the moment. Why do you think we walk in the woods? Living in the moment. All of our fun experiences are simply living in the moment. So that's simply my message for today. Learn to live in the moment a little bit, especially when you're stressed out. It'll make your life so much better. Alright, like I always say, keep it real, keep it living. Don't get yourselves killed out there.